What's going on YouTube, and welcome to the video. As you can see in the title, we're going to be going over my bulking transformation. I started this bulk in April of last year, so April 2017. I think I was around 211, 212 pounds. I cut into a meet, collegiate nationals, and I competed in the 93 kilo class. I weighed at 205, but I was really holding my weight at around 212 pounds. Sorry, my dogs are yelling at each other. We water cut into that meet, so I was really around 211, 212 pounds, and then we water cut the last 7 to get me under 205, weighed in, and then rehydrated. So that day it was still probably like 210. But a few weeks after that, I believe that was early April, so a week or two after, I was still like 211, so I consider that my starting weight of the bulk. And after about 10 months, in February, I was weighing in. I hit February 2018, about like 10 months later, I weighed in over 230 pounds, which was my goal. So that's about 2 pounds per week. So I'm going to show you what 230 pounds looked like on me. Again, I am 6'2", so 230 pounds sounds like a lot, but when it's distributed on a 6'2" frame, it's not as much as you'd think. All right, so here I am. This is some very natural, really honest lighting, and there I am at 211 pounds. That was about a year prior to this, while I was cutting into my meat. So my thighs made decent gains. Things look okay, but the thing is, with this training, I did have a few injuries. After my meet, so I had collegiate nationals, which was in April, which was fine. My next meet, I believe, was collegiate worlds, and I weighed in just whatever for that one. I think I was around 218, 19, 220, and then that was in July, and then my next meet was December 4th. What happened at that meet is, during that peak, I realized that I had some kind of back injury, and I still competed at the meet. I don't think I really made anything worse, but after that meet, I decided to rehab my lower back because I was having some issues. And as you can see here, put on a little bit of arm size. But I had some issues, so my leg training wasn't as much as I wanted it to be. It wasn't squat based, so for a long time I did leg press. I still was doing 5x10s to get a lot of volume, but I had to take a little bit of a drop, I guess. But I was still able to make some gains because, again, I kept that volume even though I could not squat. You have to substitute exercises if you cannot do like your primary, like if I can't do incline dumbbell curls, then I'll have to do decline dumbbell curls, but you substitute in something else. But as you can see, what I'm most happy about during this bulk is I put a lot of size onto my arms, and I attribute that by my training has been pretty much about 6 days a week, a lot of upper lower. So I always finish my workouts with a superset that is triceps, biceps, and it is a lateral raise. Because especially as a natural, you need to do a lot of lateral raise exercises to really get those cap delts. My back made some pretty big improvements too, my back and my chest. Even if my chest didn't get much stronger, it did put on size. I went from, I believe it was like a 42-inch chest, which is pretty poverty, to a 45, which is decent. Here are my quads, which are still okay. I'm pretty happy with the level of leanness that I maintained at 230. Here is going to be some more half natty lighting. If you remember Matt Ogus, when he was showing his contest prep, he used the natural lighting to the side. And as you can see here, it really does bring out some detail, make you look a lot leaner, as opposed to that really honest lighting that I used in the beginning of the video. And you can see me on the right again, that is me probably at my leanest 20 pounds ago, and I held my own next to it, which I was very happy about, even putting on 20 pounds. So I'm very excited what I look like after I drop this weight back off and get back to 210 and see if there are some real differences made. So my nutrition during this bulk, how I put on 20 pounds, was pretty much just increase my calories as needed throughout. So if I stopped gaining weight at 3,100 calories, I would bump up like 25 or 50 calories and see weight go again. So I averaged around 2 pounds per month overall, which is pretty perfect. I actually want to be a little more aggressive and do 2 to 3 because I'm usually pretty conservative with it. But I think in the future, it'll still probably be in that 2 to 3 range. Some months are faster, some are slower, but that's how I put on that weight. And it's always keep your protein pretty much consistent, or at least get your body weight. So me, I was 200, 220. I was always trying to get at least that 220, 230, and on good days it would be 250 to 275 grams of protein. If you guys have any question of how I put on 20 pounds and still looked relatively lean, I do attribute me being tall helping to really hide that fat storage. But please feel free to email me or leave a comment down below. I wanted to put this video out to show you what is obtainable naturally in about a year's time if you commit to a surplus. That is where you're gonna make the biggest gains of your bodybuilding career, especially when you are younger in the probably 16 to 25 age group. That's the time to focus your time in a surplus, gaining weight, and try to minimize trying to look as shredded as possible and being in a deficit. I hope this video helps inspire you guys, motivate you guys, and show you what is reasonably obtainable. Again, I'm a lifetime drug-free bodybuilder, powerlifter, whatever, and we'll be competing next year, and I also like to document my progress. So I almost forgot that I did get an InBody scan before and after this bulk. I did one in April of 2017, and I did one just recently at the end of February. So this InBody, they say that it's 99.9% accurate to like a DEXA or similar results will be given. It's a scale where you hold those like electrode things, and then it gives you your weight and it analyzes your body composition. So right here, I went from, I'm gonna put these up on the screen. I went from 214 in my weigh-in, and it said I was 8.0% body fat, which is pretty cool. It said my dry lean mass was 52.3 pounds, and my body fat mass was 17.1 pounds, and that was at 214. So then I guess this is 8 months later. I was 226.4, so this was one of my lighter days, but my dry lean mass was 52.9 pounds. So only a 0.6 pound gain over the 8 months of dry lean mass. It's pretty embarrassing. And my body fat mass actually increased to 28.0 pounds from 17.1. So that's a gain of 10.9 pounds of body fat for 0.6 pounds of lean dry mass. Body fat was 12.3% at 226 on this day. Again, a lot of body composition analysis tools, you just want to be consistent with the ones you use. You don't want to jump ship to each one, but don't give any one number from the certain tool that you use. Don't take that for like face value and that's applicable across the line. A lot of these things can vary, and some are generally lower than your actual body fat, or some are higher than your actual body fat. So I don't know where I actually was. So we went from 8% to 12% at 226, and I had a BMI of 29.1 at 226. But that's it for the video. If you happen to like the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.